Please proceed to your assigned evacuation center as quickly as possible. Space on the ship is limited. Carry only items essential for your daily needs. Anything suspicious, and report it to a firefighter.
You have targets moving on your position in force.
Get ready!
Move your ass in here! I'm not dying for you!
Fire in the hole!
Time to die! Somebody shut up the screamer!
Forgive us. We shed his blood in the name of mercy.
Stay quiet. They don't know we're here.
This is gonna be bad. Let's go.
Ah, shit. We're totally exposed out here.
What the hell are we waiting for?
Hey!
And here they come!
Shit! Got it! Take them down! Everybody, head over now! Do not stop! We gotta get off the streets!
Here they come!
For God's sake, get them back!
No turning back now.
I do not like it in here. Let's make it fast.
Everyone's ready. Let's go.
Nobody is leaving anybody.
Let's move, people!
They're coming in! And climbing!
expect that to work.
Come on, bitches! Out of ammo!
Turbines online!
Yeah! Beautiful!
Honestly, I did not expect that to work.
Bringing it to you, Doc.
I'm surrounded! Somebody help! I'm down! Move today! Fire!
Temezi. They're gonna steamroll the army, and then they'll be back. This is our only chance to get out.
Not going into the subway. You've heard the stories.
We will starve here. Do you understand? The subway is our only chance. We take it to the river and get the fuck out of New York. Or we die here.
I don't like him, but he's right.
We good, Bunko? I'll have your back.
We're good.
Dan, you hear me?
Hey, what's up? I don't see you guys on the roof.
Yeah, we're going for it. Drawing the subway to Inwood. Over.
Yeah, really? I don't know. Maybe the drugstore wiped them out of the Bronx. Guys?
Fresh ammo, come on.
Too much noise. Here they come. River neutralized.
Grab what you can and regroup at the elevator. We gotta get in the elevator, now.
Reload! Throwing a grenade! I'm out of ammo! Ammo break!
We gotta get in the elevator, now. Elevator on its way.
Take that!
This ain't your floor!
Sneaky Zeke is close.
Dan, you there?
Always.
We're headed down. Out of food, gotta go now. You coming? Over.
Look, I got food and booze for a month. Jawheads will be here by then. I'm gonna wait it out, but I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh my God. There's no other way out.
Holy Christ. You seeing this? Goddamn Thanksgiving Day parade.
God damn! Not as boring.
This bridge is our best position to take them out. A couple of shots would probably drop those hacky stars on them.
Take them out.
They're climbing on each other. Hit the base.
Elevator shaft's open on the far side of this floor.
You guys okay? I'm hearing a lot of action from your way.
It got messy in here.
Did everybody get some? Guns dry.
Grenade out!
We got a creeper close by. Come on, cabrons.
Nothing fancy, but it'll work.
When we Get outside. Don't stop until you hit the subway. Gotta be something.
Guys, I'm seeing a swarm coming straight for you.
Which direction?
Right down Broadway.
These defenses will slow him down. Claymore is live.
Razor wire in place. Here they come!
Here they come.
Who wants more?
Holy shit. Get away from the window. Throwing a grenade.
More coming in. Fuckers are climbing.
Go, go, go.
No turning back now.
Keep moving.
Loading ammo.
So we've chosen to stick more to the movie universe, but what we loved so much about the book is the way it tells the story. You get a picture of this entire war, this period in history, through the eyes of many different people all around it. So we've gone for a similar thing with the game.
I love that.
Yeah. So we have, in the release, the initial release, we have 3 episodes, and each episode deals with a different group of survivors. So there's 12 characters in total in the game.
That's fantastic.
All playable. And we've got an episode in Moscow, Russia. We've got an episode in Jerusalem, Israel, and an episode in New York City.
Oh, that makes me so excited. I have to explain. I'm so excited because, you know, these are very, very pivotal moments in the book that take place in the places you've mentioned. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you've set in those locations.
Cool, good.
Now this game is 4-player co-op.
Yes.
And anytime that something else has a byline that's similar to another game, it gets compared to it. So Left 4 Dead 2, or Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2, the series, is also 4-player co-op with zombies and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us the difference that this game makes.
You've mentioned the similarities, 4-player co-op and zombies.
Yep.
Beyond that, we've gone a very different direction. As I've already said, we deal with massive numbers of zombies in this game. So you'll be facing 500 at a time, with just 4 of you holding out against them. It's third person as well. And it's more of there are strategic elements to it which are completely new to the zombie genre. So when you're facing these zombies, you're going to have the opportunity to build up defenses from scavenged defense kits that you find lying around. And you've got limited resources, so you can't just build whatever you want.
Okay.
So you've got to think on your feet, grab what you have, and then place it around the environment as best you can. And then grab heavy weapons and just face massive numbers as they come pouring in. Some environments are closed, and so you want to use them in a certain way. Other environments, there's a scene in Moscow, a huge frozen river right outside the Kremlin, completely undefendable, and you've got to do what you can to hold your ground.
So what kinds of
and
weapons?
No pills in our game.
No pills?
Yeah.
How about puke?
Yeah, no comment.
There might be some puke.
What kinds of weapons can we expect to be using in this game?
We have really gone for it with the weapons. There's a huge number. You've got 3 classes of weapons. You've got your primary, your secondary, and your heavy. Primary weapons, we've got something for everybody. We've got assault rifles, we've got shotguns, we've got sawn-off shotguns, we've got crossbows with exploding tips, no less. And we've got SMGs, a variety of different of those weapons. Secondaries, we've got silenced pistols, sawn-off double-barrel shotguns, and then heavy, we've got rapid-fire combat shotguns, RPGs, heavy machine guns. We've gone for as much as we possibly can.
You actually, like, with your cadence, your speech pattern, and your accent, you sound like you could be like a nefarious, like, weapons dealer. Like, you opened the trunk and you were just listing off all the stuff you have for sale and stuff. Yeah. Nice work.
Have you seen that scene in Taxi Driver where he goes to buy a gun? He's like, "It's a very nice gun. I got this gun. I got this." That's me now.
Nice. All right. I'll be Travis Bick.
Okay. That's scary, but yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
All right.
So the hordes of zombies in this game, I think it's very, very unique because, like in the movie, they're going to just be constantly running over each other, and that means that they could be piling on top of each other and then running over the pile. So you know they'd be able to maybe possibly reach you on the 2nd floor, where you think you're perfectly safe.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's a really interesting thing to bring to this genre, especially. I mean, we're pretty much getting used to fast zombies.
You can see right there, they're actually pyramiding up now.
Oh my God.
And climbing the walls.
To me, that is terrifying. If I was playing this game, I don't know.
Well, it's great because the guys have put such an enormous amount of work into the physics system that governs those zombies and how they move. And so you're never safe anywhere. There's nowhere to hide. They will climb the walls, they'll climb over buildings. And actually, when we were designing the zombies, we put a lot of thought into the psychology of the zombie. Because, of course, they have no fear. They're not like another enemy where you can break their morale. They're not afraid of their own, they're not afraid of injuring themselves. So if they see you, they will throw themselves from the rooftops. They will climb through burning cars. They'll do anything to get to you, and they won't stop.
No, that's one of the awesome things that we're talking about before we got on stage here was the zombie AI and how they work and stuff like that. And I've always liked the idea better of an intelligent or more like a hunter zombie. Also, can we call them Zeeks?
We can call them Zeeks.
By the way, zombies are sometimes called Zeeks in this game and in the books and the movies and stuff. So let's call them Zeeks from now on. You heard it here. Anyway, no, I love that the idea of hunting. Like they're trying to eat you for food or trying to procreate, which are like the two basis instincts of any living thing.
There's no zombie procreation in our game, I'm afraid to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm afraid there's.
Oh, that's what I meant. I didn't mean like making love.
Okay.
I meant like biting and turning.
Transmission. Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay, right. I see. Okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter, man. Come on.
Like, what can I do?
Oh my goodness.
No, do they? Because it looks like they flow like a ant hive.
Yes.
Or ant hive. Ant colony.
Yeah,
there we go.
An ant colony. Yeah.
An ant hive. Whatever.
Yeah, sure. Let's make some metaphors.
Sure. But yeah, it looks like they work like that. Like they swarm.
They're not just 500 kind of independent individuals. They respond as a swarm, and so they will move and flow, not just with. I mean, when they see you, they'll move towards you the best way they can. But if there's a wall in the way, they'll pyramid up and try and get over the top of each other and over the edge. But also, a lot of them, if you shoot them and they collapse in front of you, the ones behind will just trample over the top of them.
Just to get to you.
Exactly, just to get to you. And I can tell you, when you're standing there and the only thing you've got is you've run out of primary ammo and you've just got your silenced pistol and you've got 300 zombies coming towards you, it's pretty damn scary.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be me, obviously, because I've never been very accurate. I've always been a spray and pray kind of guy.
Yeah.
But thankfully, you said there's a myriad of weapon choices, so
yes,
I can be the heavy guy.
Yes, you can.
Like, not just the heavy guy, but
there's we got character development, so you've got progression. I mean, as you build up experience, you can develop your character. You specialize in a class. You have a skill tree. You've got weapon progression as well, so you're customizing your weapons and building up on that. So there's just so much room for growth in the game.
Can you tell us more about the characters? Are these player created or are these specific characters that you've written?
Yeah, so we've written these characters. We've put a lot of thought into their backstories. What I like so much about the book is there's a lot of normal people who survived in the war because of characteristics they already had. We've gone down the same route. So in the New York episode that we're demoing, you've got Arnetta Larkin, who she's a woman. She's doing cable rigging for a power company. And she's just trying to get home to her kids to see if they're still alive. We've got Tashawn Collins, who is a firefighter, was a firefighter. We've got...
We thought the wall would stop them. We hoped the cold would freeze them.
We thought the army would crush them.
But nothing worked.
We're all alone.
And they just keep coming. This will be the plague with which the Lord shall strike all men. We are all that's left of a city beyond redemption, fulfilling our sacred duty to free the souls of the damned.
Good to go up here!
Mindset. That should hold.
Father, forgive us. We shed this blood in the name of mercy.
Nobody is leaving anybody.
The subway is our only chance. We take it to Inwood, get to the evac center, and get the fuck out of New York. Or we die here.
World War Z is a third-person multiplayer action shooter based in the World War Z movie universe.
This is just a game about sitting down, having fun, and just having the crap scared out of you when you're chased by thousands of zombies. This game was really designed as a session-based game. If you have 10 or 15 or 20 free minutes, you're gonna wanna sit down, you're gonna wanna play. We think it's a game people are just gonna really enjoy playing with their friends or with people they meet online.
Players need to cooperate to survive. And if you run off on your own or you want to be rogue, you're going to have a problem. You have to cooperate with your teammates or you'll die.
As these massive numbers of enemies are coming towards you, you're raining down grenade launchers, rocket launchers, heavy machine guns, and just watching absolute carnage unfold in front of you.
The origin is really just one guy's passion. It was Matt saying, I want to make this game.
There's a certain scene in the movie where they are in Jerusalem and swarms of zombies climb over a wall. And when I saw that, that's when I realized that we needed to make this game. Because if we can recreate this, then we have something on our hands. I was a huge fan of the book, and so before I had seen the movie, I was already a fan of the franchise.
We've taken this great source material and then pushed it in a direction that we tend to enjoy.
World War Z takes place over a number of different episodes, and each of those episodes tells its own story. Each of those episodes has its own group of survivors. Most importantly, we wanted to just create characters that had their own unique vibes and personalities.
One of my favorite things about demoing this game to the press is seeing their reactions the first time 500 zombies come pouring off the Moscow bridge towards them. I've heard some colorful language used to describe it. As an enemy, the zombies are utterly fearless. They will throw themselves from the top of skyscrapers to get to you. They will run through fire. They will climb over burning cars. They will track the player. They will follow sound and activity. They will climb on top of each other, creating pyramids to reach you no matter where you are.
You wouldn't see zombies that look like this if we didn't have the World War Z licensing. There are many, many, many more zombies in our game than in anything else you're going to play.
And what makes them different is the speed at which they appear and the way in which they operate in kind of a cohesive fashion.
One thing we really focused on was the physics of these zombies. So we created our own engine called the Swarm engine. It allows us to have 500 enemies on screen all at the same time, not just as individual AI characters, but working as a network, like a school of fish or a flock of birds.
All the zombies on the scene are controlled as one single entity. However, when players start to interact with zombies, individual zombies peel off from the swarm and can attack the player individually.
The game understands and reacts to the skill level and the actions of the player. And so every time you play the game plays out differently. The more skilled you are, the more enemies you're likely to face.
The zombies aren't the only threat in the game. We also have a PvPvE mode where you'll be battling kind of rival human beings. But imagine in the background of that, swarms of 500 zombies all pouring out to attack anything that's alive.
Those swarms can be manipulated so that they can be used almost like a sword or a shield. So if I'm on one team and let's say, you know, my buddy is playing on the other team, I can project sounds or somehow direct zombie swarms toward him so that he gets distracted and then I can take him out.
Saber put a lot of blood and sweat and heart and soul into making this game.
We want this to be an enjoyable experience where you kill lots of zombies.
Maybe this is going to sound presumptuous or crazy or ridiculous, but we think everyone will enjoy World War Z.
We hope that our players will have as much fun playing the game as we had building the game.